Hi guys, this is your friendly neighborhood gamer Djinn Candor. Welcome to the Den of the Djinn. We're here basically telling you guys, have you guys ever had family members or are you in a family where there are strong double standards? And if you guys don't know what double standards is, it's basically rules for thou and now for me. Or rule for this person and not one for this one. Point is, I feel like rules should be applied to everyone specifically. The fact that we have a community, we have communities, and we have standards saying, what if, what if this person is treated this way, and this one over here is treated in a different way? How is that going to work, ladies and gentlemen? I'll tell you how that's going to work. Let me put this out. Okay, so I've seen so many situations where so many stories where the girl and the boy, whatever, sometimes interchangeably, get certain rules, certain regulations, and others not so much. Problem is with parents is they think, well, after we have this kid, we can apply what we learned. Well, that's good because technically that's what you're supposed to, because you know what not to do from the first time. But the problem is, guys, you don't always apply the same rules. Let me put it this way, guys. When I was a kid, when I was growing up, and my sister, she was the baby of the family, literally, because she was born when I was about in high school, and I love her. Don't get me wrong. She was a peach when she was a baby. She was a lot of fun, but she was definitely a major league handful. Because my mom had this really bad habit of, and I love her, don't get me wrong, I love her, and for the most part my sister turned out good for the most part, but there's habits that me and my mom have issues with her, and I tell my mom, there's a reason why she acts the way she does. She has these habits is because you let her have them because you were always afraid that she was gonna start screaming. My mom, bless her soul, I love her, but she definitely needed to get a reality check. Problem is, my mom is Latina, and if you guys don't know what that means, before I go any further, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Well, basically, guys, Latina women, especially mom Latina women, are very stubborn. You try to tell her something and she will emphatically disagree with you, if not try to chastise you for it because they think they know best. And again, this more applies to mom Latinas. When Latinas turn mom, they automatically assume at one point they know best, they know everything. And mind you, you cannot argue with these people because they are stubborn. Bullheaded is one word for it. And this coming from a Taurus. That was a joke, folks. Well, I'm just saying. And mind you, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of ethnicities that have that irritation, where the mom or the parent in general have really bad ability to listen to anybody besides their own opinion. My mom is one of those people. Don't get me wrong, she is great in general, but when it comes to advice, especially around the world, problem is she automatically assumes she's right. And 80% of the time she is. 80%. The other, I'd say 20% more, and that's being generous. The other 20%, she also thinks she's right because she's a Latina mom and she is a mom. And that's as far as she needs to know. That's the kind of woman my mother is. And argue with her is just basically putting her in double down mode. You will not win the fight, so don't even try. So you have to finagle it's like you have to let her learn her lesson. And like I'm saying, I was talking about double standard. I'll get to it. Don't worry. So the double standard in my family is when my sister started getting into like my sister had to go through a lot of rules to go hang out with her friends. I didn't because, well, for one thing, my mom knew them for the most part, and there was another reason. My sister was way too trusting. I was gun shy. Let's leave it at that. I was very mistrusting in a lot of people I did not know. My sister, when she was a little kid, she would easily try to get into a car. Not she did, but I'm just saying, this is the kind of relationship she had with people. She was a cute little naive little squirt, so me and my mom had to make sure that she didn't get captured because how innocent she was. Mind you, we got it because at the time she was about 5-6 years old, and the problem I had with her is I had to keep telling her, sweetheart, when you don't know anybody, and I'm gonna put this out there, 6 years old, this is the time where you basically tell the kid, if it is not me, and if it is not mom, or if it's not any of your brothers, if you have siblings, whatever, damn, where's my super suit? That was a joke, folks. I hope they make it. Honestly, I do. Anyway, the point is, guys, when you have rules, they have to be for everyone. Case in point, like I said, when it comes to relationships with, like, for instance, you're having a kid, right? And then they're about 5-6 years old, and the kid wants to go hang out with their friend at the mall. Well, you know what you do? You either give up your day so you can go hang out with your kid, or basically have to wrangle someone that you trust to go with them for this little excursion, because you cannot trust everyone, guys. Just because the other family is nice, it does not mean that they are the most trustworthy. And that is just honestly the most honest thing I could say about people. Not that everyone out there is out there for you to get you. No. I'm just saying, you yourself as a parent, you gotta either fully trust the person, which, again, it's really on you. And if they're trustworthy, that's awesome. But you never know these days, especially these days. You never know what kind of things they do behind doors. And you, honestly, sometimes I really rather not know. And the thought actually horrifies me. And if you agree with me, hit that like and subscribe buttons. If you don't, well, guess what? You're one of those people I'm talking about. Because honestly, guys, this world is not kind. And mind you, I'm also I'm getting off a little bit on the subject, but the point is, guys, have the same rules under most circumstances, because it helps understand that there are only a certain set of rules in life. Yes, folks, make those rules true to life. Because if you don't, you're gonna confuse the shit clean off your kids. If you have rules like, well, you're supposed to go to sleep at that time. Well, I mean, give them that's a good way to show them, time management, which is good. I mean, that's a good skill. But don't ever tell them that they got to go to sleep at 4 in the afternoon right after school, because that's not good for schooling, because they won't be able to have a life in general. Like, the poor kids are going to be. I had a friend of mine that was a Mormon, right? Homeschooled, and mind you, I don't even think that this was the fact that they were Mormon. I think they were just really, really strict. They got back inside at 6 in the afternoon, and then had to go to sleep pretty much around the same time, and then got up almost at the crack ass of dawn. And I'm like, these poor kids. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it if they were working at a farm, folks. If they're working a farm, yeah, that makes sense. Fully makes sense. But we were at a trailer park, folks. I mean, far be it from me to basically, be switch another person's way of life. But personally, unless that regiment has a purpose, I don't see it. Mind you, this is me not seeing the purpose. If there was a purpose, well, then good for them. Really, I agree wholeheartedly if there was a good purpose for it. Showing them a little moderation or a little, discipline. That's cool. I understand that. That's one thing that I would condone. Because again, kids need that. But when you're doing that just to be strict or whatever, yeah, that just basically that's just basically the kids going, yeah, how come I don't visit you in the weekends, Mom, Dad? Well, because I don't like your rules. I like my own rules. Thanks. Click. So yeah, that's basically my thought process. Honestly, guys, when my mom's, I love my mom. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to certain rules, I'm kind of glad I kind of got out of most of them. Yes, I still live with my family, technically. And there are rules, but under most circumstances, they're very loose. I'm just glad that I don't have a timeline to go to bed like when I was a kid, And if you do have a timeline for kids, well, I recommend it because it shows a little discipline. It shows the kids you shouldn't be out at dark. Because honestly, guys, if you have a curfew, honestly, it benefits you more because A, there's curfew laws. B, the kids don't need to be out at night. Honestly, folks, they really don't. Nothing good comes out at night. Honestly, I feel like, I mean, for fuck's sake, why do you think the Batman comic books are always at night? Because nothing good comes out at night. I'm just saying that's so basically keep them off the streets at night, and you will keep them more or less good citizens. Now, as far as other rules, I've seen ones that are just amazingly strict. I've heard stories where parents realized that they really fucked over their kids. There was one that I heard earlier about a family basically favoring the son over the daughter, and the son basically has a mental breakdown like out of nowhere, realizing, hey, I don't know how to handle shit. Like, I am brittle glass and nobody taught me how to handle this shit because everybody always pampered me, but nobody showed me how to be strong. And then the daughter was so strong that she never cried for her sibling. because of how she was raised. She was practically raised by herself, and she basically had no feelings towards, no familiar feelings towards her brother or her parents, because her parents basically not exactly disowned her, just basically ignored her existence entirely. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Don't do that shit to your kids. It doesn't matter if they're boy or girl. Love them exactly who they are. Yeah, you're gonna have to put some rules here and there, but make sure those rules are fair, guys. Make sure that they have a meaning to them. Because if you just put one rule for this person over here and another one for over here, then that just basically means that depending on the severity of the rule, the kids will automatically assume, oh, you're the favorite. Oh yeah, I'm definitely the favorite. And then grow up hating each other because of said difficulties. And you, as a parent, basically did that to them. Do you really want to be the person in therapy going, yeah, I think I fucked up my kids. I don't know how I know that. I just have a sneaky suspicion. And I'm pretty sure the therapist, like, how do you figure? Well, I did this to my son, and I did that. I did pretty much nothing for my daughter. So what do you think, doc? I'm pretty sure the fucking psychiatrist is gonna close his notebook, look at you over the rim of their glasses going, yeah, you definitely effed him up. You definitely effed him up. What are you gonna do about it, though? What are you gonna do about fucking up your kids? Want to know what he's basically telling you? Fix it. Fix it now. Get them together. Say, I am sorry that I treated you like porcelain glass, and I'm sorry I treated you like you didn't exist. I'm sorry about that. And if you don't, you're either really bad people that refuse to admit that you made mistakes, which comes down to what it is. Some families are willing to do that. Other families, I've seen ones that are refusing to admit that they fucked up. It's like, hey, I don't know why our daughter is acting this way. It's like, gee, I wonder why. I wonder why your princess is acting like she owns the world. Oh yeah, every time she sneezes, mom and dad comes out with McDonald's, with handkerchiefs made of satin and silks, with embroidery saying "my princess." And every time I sneeze, all I get is crickets. Yeah, that's the kind of thing you people want to live by, right? Right? Tell me. I'm just saying, guys, if that is the double standard in our society, holy shit. No wonder we got problems up the wazoo. Like, fuck's sake, guys. No goddamn wonder therapy bills and therapists are a very sought after career right now, because we are fucked. Like, if you look into our society, I'm pretty sure a doctor of psychiatry is one of the highest paying professions, because we as a society have royally fucked ourselves. Believe it or not, I wouldn't be surprised. Because again, from what I'm just telling you guys, from all these examples I'm telling you, $10 says that someone out there hearing this story either knows someone about it or they're going through it. And I wouldn't be damn surprised if you guys are in therapy. I wouldn't be damn surprised. I'd be sitting there going, yeah, that sounds about right. I hate to say it, I really do. But when I feel like therapy is no longer necessary and we stop fucking ourselves like that, then I feel like our society can finally mend or fix itself. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking out my videos. Please do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment down below, hit that little bell icon, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Be safe. This is your friendly neighborhood gamer Djinn Campbell signing off.